life ni normal. Yeah, I want to thank everybody who showed up today. And when I started my journey, I've never imagined that I could be where I am today. I remember my first time when I decided to take on athletics. It's been a long journey, I must say. It's been an honorable journey I've taken. And people have seen this year. This year is what has made me become who I am now. But there are so many years back there that nobody saw. Those were years of sweat, pain, growth. Sometimes you sleep and you don't want to wake up because you're feeling so much soreness in your muscles. And then you have to wake up again for training at 5. You go for training, come back home, take breakfast, go for another training at 11. Come back home, take lunch, go for another training in the evening. And then you come to sleep, and then you again have to wake up at 5. So those were the 5 years of that hard work. But thank God now we're here. When I started, people are not believing in me. Most of the people are telling me to go back to rugby because there's no hope for sprints in Kenya. And I was turning these people down. I remember when I went to school and told one of the guys that I want to go and try sprinting. And he told me I'm arrogant. And now the arrogance is paying, man. And it's been something great and something that I'm proud of. I want to thank my dad. He bought me my first ever kits. I remember nilikuwa naenda Mumias for my first ever event, and I told him nataka kujaribu mbio bana. Akaniambia, nikamwambia hata ajua mimi sikuwa hata spikes ni nini. I never knew what spikes are. I thought maybe they are msumari ama kitu kayo. But he knew better. Spikes are running shoes. So I went there and bought them. So to cut the long story short, we are here now. I'm that person who dwells on the moment and the future. And that is something that has really helped me over the years. Because when you go for events and you line up against all those tough people, you look at their results and you wonder if you're going to even make to the top 6. Because of the Olympics, I was in one of the heats that was the hardest. I looked at the results, and you look at someone's name and then it's written their personal best. Most of the guys who I was with in the heats had run sub-10s. But I'm that guy who looks at the moment. Umsa alikimbia sub-10 2 years or 3 years ago. Now, I'm the one who is shining. So, I'm not that guy who dwells on the past. I'm that guy who dwells on the moment and the future. I want to thank OdiBets. I remember in February, when we went to them, nilikuwa naishi Huruma, by the way, so we went to them, nikawambia, manze, life imekuwa noma. Ajua even last year during the corona period, it was a hard year, but for me it was like a blessing in disguise, because I trained 6 months without any competition, and I believe what I did last year is what has pushed me to be where I am today. Because I was training without any goals. I was training because I want to get better today in training. I want to get better more. I want to be better than I was yesterday. So I trained for 6 months, and we had no money. Thanks to my girlfriend. She was paying the rent, and she was taking for...
Wapi makofi ya mrembo? Makofi tena. Hawa wetu hawa.
Najua sasa kupata ni noma. So eBay ilishaisha. Sasa unapata zenye zimeraruka tu. So yeah, she was taking care of the bills because she was working. So alikuwa analeta dogo kwa tebo, anasema wewe fanya hivi, in your training, in your rent, in your food. So at least ukitoka training, at least ukirudi home, mapata amechemsha maji hapo ananikanda. Nasikia smart. But everything now Yep. Yeah, so everything is getting back. So pia mimi pale nimefika sasa, nataka ku take care of her, so ata get anything she wants. And she's been part of this journey. So I was talking about OdiBets. When we went to them, and tulikuwa by them mbaya at that moment, and it was an Olympic year, and hatukuwa na do. So OdiBets kulikuwa na issues. My past history has not been so good kiangalia kwa papers, but they believed in me because most of the sponsors walikataa wakasema we can't work with you. So they came on board, wakatuhamisha, wakatupeleka Kasarani. So wakatufanya everything. And now sasa, like, my mind was settled. Nilikuwa natoka tu kwa hao, I walk for 5 minutes, I'm in the stadium. So they made life so easy for me. Because it's a sport that requires a lot of things, not just physical, mental. It requires a lot of attention. Like, you have to be, you must concentrate. Huwezi ingia training, na uko na issues, na una expect kuwa better than you were yesterday. So they settled my mind, and I remember when I met them, they were already calling me the fastest man in Africa. And I had run the 10:01 in Nigeria, so I wanted to beat that. So one day, your banner lost. African record, it a change to a world record. Because there's nothing impossible in this world. There's nothing you cannot achieve in this world, because it all starts in the mind. Because there are so many sprinters in Kenya. There are so many people who can run fast, but they don't believe in themselves. Unajua mtu yake akianza kugrow, akom fast, but then unasikia anaambiwa you cannot make it out of this sport. You cannot make a living out of this sport. I'm a living example, and that's what I want to change in this country. That people believe they can make a living out of sprints. So it has broken in the world scene, and I thank OdiBets, and I pray that we continue with the partnership, and we continue supporting me and support all the talents out here. There's so much talent out here. So thank you. And next year we have a great calendar. We have the Commonwealth Games, we have the World Championships, we have the African Championships, we have the World Indoor Games, we have the Diamond League Series, we have the Continental Tour. All those I'll be purposing to break a record. Anytime I step on that field, it will be all about breaking records. And thank you so much, and God bless you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. A round of applause for the champion himself, definitely. Inakuwa fiti sana. Thank you so much. It doesn't get better than this, ladies and gentlemen. We are requesting the team to please get for us this podium off. The team to please get this podium off. The technical team to help us get this podium off for now. Msikia msichana wake alikuwa anamlipia bills.
Hey.
Pia msichana wa Nairobi, wewe ndio unalipa rent.
Mara ya mwisho ulilipiwa lunch hata nilini.
Bwana asifiwe sana.
Amen. God is good.
All the time.
All the time.
Bwana addition, baba hapa anaweza kuambia ni Bwana. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. And you know, anytime OdiBets steps in your life, they step in a big way. They step in ways to change your life, because they make every single situation that looks like ordinary becomes ordinary. Inakuwa ni situation moja noma, inakuwa ni kitu moja safi sana. I want to take this opportunity to welcome Agrisai on stage, please. Our marketing director, Bwana Pia, please join us on stage. Join us on stage, and I want to welcome Fedi to join us on stage, because we're about to make things happen. Number one, ladies and gentlemen, unajua hawezi kuwa unaenda training, na unaenda huko mbio ndio ukimbie. So the team from OdiBets have done the most amazing thing ever. Let's talk about this. Before we call Dad on stage, the brand ambassador.
Guys, I think this is the reason we are here today. And the reason we're here today is to hand over both this ceremonial key and the actual key downstairs. This key is ceremonial of our partnership and our support of Omanyala. But the key downstairs is in celebration of his performance. It's to a brand new Harrier, and we are going to hand it over right now. Sindio?
Sasa kutoka Huruma paka Kasarani paka Harrier moja safi. Wapi makofi? Let's appreciate